Welcome to today's chemistry lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the waterborne disease and the pollutants effects that are present in the water. So, without wasting any time, let's start our today's lecture. Effects of pollutants present in water. Water pollutant does not just make water look dirty, it creates a massive domino effect across multiple sectors of life. It directly damages human health, leading to toxic accumulation and deadly infectious disease, ecosystem and aquatic organisms, overwhelming and destroying natural habitats and causing mass mortality in the fish and other aquatic species through the phenomena like eutrophication. Agriculture, lowering crop yields when fields are irrigated with contaminated water and poisoning food source as toxins make their way up the food chain. Industries, disrupting manufacturing sectors that rely strictly on high quality water for their operations. How to control negative effect of pollutants. To safeguard ecosystem and public health, a series of deliberate structured action must be taken at individual, industrial and state levels. First, wastewater treatment. All municipal sewage and toxic industrial wastewater must pass through proper treatment plants to remove contaminants before being discharged into nature, rivers or lakes. Second, plastic management. Plastic should be actively reused and recycled to reduce new production and prevent microplastic runoff. Proper household disposal. Chemical cleaners, cooking oils, fats, and automotive grease should not be poured down the household drain, as they disrupt wastewater and treatment from toxic layer in aquatic environments. Sustainable agriculture. Farmers must be minimize their reliance on chemical pesticides and heavy nitrogen phosphorus fertilizer, shifting toward organic alternatives to avoid agriculture runoff. Public awareness. Governments and NGOs should launch public campaigns to educate communities about the severe consequences of pollution and encourage everyday water stewardship. Strict legal enforcement. Environmental authorities must implement and strictly enforce legal frameworks and fines to control industrial dump and illegal waste disposal. Quick check solution. First is, which pollutants are harmful for aquatic life? Answer. Several types of pollutants are devastating to aquatic life, including heavy metals such as lead, mercury, cadmium, etc., excess nitrate and phosphate, and microplastics. These accumulate inside the body of aquatic species, causing organ damage, neurological issues, and reproductive failures. Sourced from agriculture, fertilizers, and detergent, they trigger eutrophication, resulting in massive algal bloom that deplete dissolved oxygen and suffocate marine life. Small plastic particles that ingested by marine organisms, causing internal physical damage and introducing toxic chemical additives into the marine food web. The second question, how to identify if water is polluted? Answer, water pollution can be identified using both physical observation and scientific chemical testing method. For example, physical observations, changing in appearance and the presence of foul, pungent odors or bad taste indicate pollution. Testing physical constant, pure water boils at exactly 100 and freezes and melts at 0. If a sample exhibits elevated boiling point or depressed freezing point, it indicates the presence of dissolved impurities. Chemical and biological indices. Testing for a drop in dissolved oxygen level or confirming the presence of heavy metal and fecal coliform bacteria through the laboratory analysis. Waterborne disease. When water sources are contaminated by the pathogens or chemicals we discussed earlier, it triggers widespread health crises. First, global impact. WHO estimates the 80% statistics. According to the World Health Organization, an astonishing 80% of all sickness and disease globally are caused directly by polluted water and lack of proper sanitation. Population affected. Nearly 500 million people worldwide suffer from waterborne illness every single year. Key example of waterborne disease: common infections like cholera, typhoid, viral hepatitis, liver disease, and nausea. Other waste-linked conditions: malaria, leprosy, and trachoma. An eye infection affecting millions of babies and children in developing nations that frequently leads to blindness. Prevention strategies: waterborne diseases are entirely avoidable if communities and individuals follow strict guidelines. Purification: drink clean water that has had physical impurities removed and has been boiled to kill hidden germs. Personal hygiene: practice good personal hygiene by washing hands regularly and ensuring clean water is available for bathing. Sanitation infrastructure: maintain proper closed sewage and waste disposal system to prevent human waste from leaking into groundwater. This was the today's lecture. Hopefully you will understand all.